A nasal to oral tracheal tube exchange may be requested for certain maxillofacial surgeries. In the following case, a young woman has had a mandibular advancement, which will now be followed by a septoplasty. At the start of the procedure, the young woman was intubated with a nasal tracheal intubation. The larynx is now visualized, preferably with a video laryngoscope. There is blood noted to be pooling in the hypopharynx, and this will be carefully removed. Because the airway will be unprotected for a short period of time, a nasogastric tube will be passed in order to empty the stomach. The nasogastric tube has been removed in order to allow more space in the hypopharynx for manipulation. A styleted tracheal tube is placed in front of the larynx. An airway exchange catheter has been placed through the in situ nasotracheal tube. The airway exchange catheter is inserted only as deep as the nasotracheal tube. This will assure that once the nasotracheal tube is removed, the end of the catheter is sitting mid-trachea. The nasal tracheal tube will now be withdrawn out of the larynx, leaving the airway exchange catheter in situ. Once the nasotracheal tube has been removed from the larynx, as seen with the indirect laryngoscope, the oral tracheal tube will be advanced. The cuff of the oral tracheal tube is inflated. The anesthesia circuit attached and ventilation confirmed. Once the team is satisfied that the oral tracheal tube is in correct position, the airway exchange catheter is removed.